Hi guys. So right now I'm actually talking to my love all the way from Canada.
Hello.
Hold on. Say hi to your
Hi.
viewers and your fans. This is
Hi.
Julia
Hi.
Barreto in Canada. That's why it's
Hi,
Barreto.
everyone. Party. How are you?
So it's actually 1 p.m. here in the Philippines. What time is it over there?
It's 10:01. Um, 10:01 p.m. and it's a Thursday.
Okay. So if it's 10 p.m., what time did you have dinner? Was it dinner or was it
Yeah,
what?
it was dinner. I think, I don't know, 8:30. What
Oh,
time
we've
did
been
we
talking
start?
that long already?
I think so.
Okay, so what are you going to do after this conversation? Like, how will a
Uh,
normal night regimen for you be?
no, first things first, I'm gonna clean up after, myself here in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to chill first for maybe 30 minutes or an hour, like me time, and then maybe yeah, nothing really special because it's just me, myself, and I tonight, usually every night.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Me after lunch.
Yeah, what do you do after lunch?
Well, I'm working from home, not officially, because when I work from home, it means I'm not at work. I'm not working. I'm not paid at work because I'm not in the office. So what I'm going to do is work a little bit, like attend to client concerns or whatnot, inquiries, and probably do some marketing research for our business.
Yeah,
I'm
that
so I'm
sounds
sorry the video
really
got cut a while back when you were speaking because I tried to adjust the volume, but it stopped the video and
okay.
it started the video again. So I hope I can just edit this in such a way that it will go smoothly later.
No worries, that's okay.
Okay.
That is not, but that really sounds productive. My answer was so shallow, but maybe I'll try to, yeah, make some promotional, or no, not promotional, but marketing materials for our business. That's what I usually do after like I'm done. If you notice, every time I message you, yeah, I'm gonna make materials because yeah, I like doing that, but it's just that I don't have enough time because of work. So I
Mm-hmm.
normally just do that like late at night, like I start at 11 or 10, which is like really late. That's why I end up like making everything at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. But I love doing that. But
Um,
then again, I have a
is
day job that I have to
isn't it
focus
true
to.
when they say that creative people actually have their creative juices at those
At
times,
night.
late
That is so
nights,
true. Just
right?
because I've heard that other creative people or bloggers or influencers that I followed. There's
Mm-hmm.
this one YouTuber. She's also a famous Instagrammer. She said her brain starts to work at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and that's when she gets creative, and that's when she starts, doing her stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, and then there's another Instagrammer that I have been following as well. She's Filipina, and she said that yeah, sometimes her brain works at like nighttime, and I think I can relate to that because normally I feel energetic and hyped at nighttime, like so I consider myself a night owl and not a an early bird.
I see.
Because yeah, I don't know why. But I cannot. What's weird or ironic? I used to work for what do you call this? A BPO or call center before,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't like it that I have to work at 11, no, 3 a.m. and then get off work at 11 a.m. I don't know why I didn't like it, but because I think naturally I'm a night owl. Maybe because I, didn't like it or love what I was doing.
Exactly. So when you're a night owl, it doesn't mean that you'd love to work on a job on that particular time. It could be you want to do something outside of work, right? Well, lucky for
So
you if what you're doing is what you exactly want. If your job is exactly something that you love, then those are the lucky few who can do it at the time that I'm sorry, at that time when they need to do something. Anyway, my next question is, aside, you've been telling me that you have or are suffering from asthma right now, but you don't sound like it, and you still look good. So, what's your secret?
okay, first and foremost, the filter.
Okay,
That's
so
why I'm like
this is unfair. I don't have a filter
this
on right now, but anyway.
this face filter. I kind of like this filter, so that's why I'm using this. Um, Second is yeah, I'm suffering from a mild asthma attack. I took my medication maybe a few hours ago, but I can still talk. But every after I take a pause, uh, you know,
You run out
I
of
grasp my
breath.
breath. You don't really notice this, but you don't really notice it. Maybe because of the video, but maybe you're in front of me, and then you can notice my nose, the nostrils, they flare. So, and then if I talk, maybe it's not noticeable, but yeah, I take like a long deep breath after that, just so I can continue talking. But if this was worse, you know this won't be happening right now, like we won't be talking.
So, what's the secret to your beauty, to your beautiful skin?
Wow, that's
Can
good.
you take the
Wow.
filter off?
No,
So,
but I don't have a beautiful skin. Don't be deceived by the filter. I'll show you my
oh, you have a
pandemic.
beautiful face. Let's just
How
put
do
it
I?
that way.
Let me take off the. Do you undo this? Oh my gosh! So look at that.
There. Don't mind that.
See, I have. Huh?
Okay,
Sorry.
anyway, go ahead. Continue.
Can I put? I don't.
Okay, alright.
Because um
Whatever makes you
uh
happy.
I don't feel pretty today because of my not just today
Not
because I've
just
been suffering
today.
acne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that acne? That's just one thing.
No, my gosh, it's acne. I went already to my. He's not a dermatologist, but he is a skin specialist.
Uh huh.
So he gave me oral antibiotics to take for my acne because he said, especially for acne too, um, for that, for this issue to be solved, he said that topical creams or topical antibiotics or ointments won't really work. So yeah, I have to take it for 2 months.
Ooh.
I haven't started it yet
Why
because
not?
it's an antibiotic. I have to wait. Well, because I have to, to make sure that I get my period this month, just to make sure, right? But hopefully, I've been having skin problems here in Canada. It's actually quite the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
While I was there in the Philippines, I thought it will have better skin here. Here, I don't think so. It's because of the weather, the climate.
Your
It's
skin's
dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of dry skin patches during winter. I personally, I have, during summer, I have solar urticaria, or
Mm-hmm.
sort of like sun allergy, that I
Mm-hmm.
can't also go out like exposing much of my skin for a long period of time under the sun because I get hives.
Hives.
So I don't know where to,
Those red
yeah, like
spots,
rash.
right? Rashes.
Yeah, and they're itchy. They're not just spots, but they're like bumps. They're itchy.
Bumps.
So I was like, where do I go? If it's
Mm-hmm.
winter, I have patches that are itchy, and then acne, yeah. And then if it's summer, yeah. I
Okay.
don't,
Our last
I
question
don't.
before we go, though, is that how are you coping with the pandemic? What I'm trying to ask is how do you mm, how do you make the situation less um, less sad the way that it is where you're at?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you. Really, I'd like to start that on a note that other than the pandemic, being in Canada in this kind of weather, it is really depressing if you are not a strong person or not very healthy mentally. It's not really doing you any good.
Mhm.
Now, adding the pandemic on top of this depressing weather, right? If you can just imagine, how I keep myself sane. Well, I would say like this, reaching out and talking to friends, right?
I
So
keep you
not personally, but
sane.
virtually, we're able. Well, what? We're still able to do that. I have my husband here, so if we're away, most time of the day because of work, but we enjoy each other's company, and then for for myself, maybe just doing something that I enjoy. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes watching a movie, read inspirational. Um, Not really much of a reader, but sometimes I do read books or quotes. Um, what else? I'm a creative person, so I love editing photos. So I do have tons of photos in
Yeah, you got
my
tons.
phone. I have like 20,000.
I'm
So
pretty
I just
sure you
go
got
back to those
tons.
photos, and it's like my escape to, and it's a way that escape to reality in a way that I am able to apply my creativity through just editing those photos back to the old photos I have taken before. So it's still art for me.
Yes.
And yeah, since I love or enjoy doing that, that usually takes up most of my time. But I think that helped. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I'm still safe. Of course, prayer, right? I pray, and then I cry
Mm-hmm.
alone. Raymond doesn't know that. I do tell him, but he hasn't seen it yet. Like, of course, I'm alone, so
When you
I cry or
go ahead,
what?
go ahead.
Yeah, like sometimes I just cry by myself here or shout if I just don't understand myself. Maybe it's because of the hormones, the stress, and whatnot, but I let it out, and that helps actually. After that, after I cry and shout here, at least I'm alone at home. I felt at that moment like I feel relieved and
Mm-hmm.
felt better after that.
do
Yeah,
do
and
you
just laugh
have?
at myself.
Sorry.
What did I? Sorry, go ahead.
Do you have background music when you cry? Do you play something?
Uh, wouldn't say I turn the music on for the purpose of that, but normally if I'm alone after work, I turn on some music and it's already there playing in the background and just yeah, all of a sudden I cry sometimes because you know what? I don't think like for me personally, I don't think the music like causes that because there's one time the music that was playing or the song that was playing was Blackpink song. So it was like upbeat and a happy song. But I was crying, right? So I was like, no, this is not the song. It's not like you feel emotional because of the song because it was an upbeat Blackpink song. So maybe it was just my hormones, acting crazy. So yeah.
No, actually, I asked that question because it's not that easy for me to cry anymore. I don't know why. I've built this kind of person within me that it takes a lot to make me cry. So, but there are times that I do want to cry because, as you've said, it's going to relieve us of whatever is heavy inside. So, what I do actually is to listen to very sad songs so that I get to be emotional. It works a bit, but it doesn't really make me cry as much as I want to. So, but anyway, I know you have your asthma. I won't make you talk too much. Thank you very much for this interview, Miss Julia
Wow.
Barreto.
Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure. No, I did not expect this. I didn't. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Canada, for those very enlightening answers to my stupid questions. Alright, so that's about it. Wave or say goodbye to your fans out there.
Bye.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's it, guys.
Thank
We're
you.
going to talk normally now. Bye. Unsa ta magstorya gani, Ardi? Kung normal? Unsa ta magstorya gani kung normal?
What do you mean? Entertainment?
Oh, mo na siya.
Okay.
Ma- Mas luya ka today than the other days.
Nag-record. Kamak ko nag-record. So, it's either slow side to first, putol-putol lang.
Susuda aning ang akong spoon ug akong
Pamasag ko.
ha? Susud kayo akong spoon ug akong fork as susud.
Pamasag ko kung ring.
Mag-headset siguro ko lang para kaduog ka nimo kaya lang ha.
What?
Wait, mag-headset ko. Okay, soft spoken kay ka.
Sige, wait. I don't know kung makadungog ka na kung mag-headset ko kay nakaano man tungod. Ang iPad is nalilay gamay kay Zoom ra kay pwede kang patulaan.
Hello? Ikaw nagluto ng spaghetti?